what we're going to be when we grow up. Well, how do you know you'd be a good plan manager? So you fight and argue with your parents all the time? Okay, and then you just don't do what they ask you to do and you just ignore them? Well, yeah. No, plan managers, even when they're wrong, they won't respond. That way they're right by default. No, you wouldn't pick up the phone. That would be, you're thinking of a support worker. Yeah, a support worker, you dress really casually so that you can take really good selfies. Yes, you get paid for that. Yeah, and then you ignore all the policies so you can create some critical incidences. Yeah, yes, you get paid for that too. What, you want to be a support coordinator? Of course you have to be good at maths, because when there's a 5-minute problem, you'll spend 60 minutes writing an email about it, and then you'll charge people 30 minutes and you'll want a sticker for that. No, a support coordinator just says it depends and then wait till people really glaze over and then just give them 10 examples. Yeah. What's that? You want to be a speech therapist? You'd be good at that. You already talk all day, but you'd be able to be paid $190 an hour to do it. What's that? You want to work at a SEAL house? Okay. Well, you just play board games all the time and then you go to sleep and then you get paid for it. Oh, a registered nurse? Yeah, it would be fun to dress up as a registered nurse, but you've got to do a lot of paperwork and then you've got to go and do more paperwork about the paperwork. NDIS business coach? Yeah, well, first you've got to go and fail at some businesses yourself and then you've got the experience to tell others how to succeed. A what? An employment access engagement officer? Did you just make that up? Well done, a BDM is short for Business Development Manager. Oh, it's because it used to be for people who developed businesses. No, now a BDM is someone who works in an office and tells everyone how overwhelmed they are. Yeah. Yes, Cindy, you can be a BDM. Yes, Claire, you can be a BDM too. Yes, everyone, we can all be BDMs. No, a psychologist and a psychosocial recovery coach are not the same thing. Yeah, a psychologist writes a 20-page report that nobody reads and pretends it wasn't copied and pasted, whereas the psychosocial recovery coach, they go and have coffee and cake with people and talk about their dog. Oh, you want to be a new NDIS provider? Okay. Well, your job is to have 3 participants and then talk like you're bigger than Elon Musk. Well, can you walk on a tightrope and juggle 3 bowling balls at the same time? Well, you'd have to overpromise. Yeah, and then you spend the rest of your time making brochures that nobody reads. What's that? You want to be a board member? That's easy. You just say no to all the good ideas that the BDMs have and then use buzzwords like risky, insurance, things like that. No, it is their job because they save the company money, because then it stops all the BDMs spending their time sitting around thinking of good ideas. A CEO? Yeah, you could be a CEO. Well, first you have to tell everyone how important you are, and then you have to tell everyone how humble you are. And then whatever happens in your organisation, you just say, oh, it was the team that did it, not me. And then you remind everyone that who picked the team. Oh, you want a job that helps people? Well, first you have to do all your documentation first. And then if there's any time left over, you could try. What's that? That's not a job. There's no job of providing stability in NDIS for the providers. No, that's crazy. I like your other plan better of becoming an astronaut.